What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. I am your friend Phil. So, a little, as usual, deep thought coming your way. We make choices every day that we can change our lives. Take a moment and choose wisely. Meaning, I think as I've gotten older, like in my 20s, I made snap decisions, and that was my learning process. Oops, you screwed up, you got to pay for it. Whether you got drunk and pulled over, speeding ticket, had a bad decision and yelled at your mom or something like that, it was easy. It was, well, not easy, but I survived it. And I always say, thank you, God, for letting me survive my 20s, that's for sure. But as I get into my 40s, 50s, and 60s, I like to take life and every serious, even small stuff, I have the time to slow down, mull over a question. Like, for instance, say my fridge is new, but say my fridge went out. Okay. So you don't want your food to go bad. But before I buy a fridge nowadays, and this goes with just about anything, do some research, do some planning, have a price range. And you might think, well, Phil, everybody does that. No, not everybody does that. If you're paying attention, which I like to study people, especially with them not knowing, but like I've worked at stores, and you see a lot of people just come in. And it happens with cars all the time. And they go, I need a fridge this big, and I want it in white or black. Not even thinking of anything else. And you probably don't have to think of anything else. But again, maybe it's me, and I've seen all ages do it. I just put a lot of thought into it. I run down the checklist of what I want in it. Do I want, the ice maker? How many cubic feet? Now, I had to have, because of this house and the space I had, if I took out some cabinets, I guess I could have a bigger fridge. But I got a medium fridge. And I went in, I wanted the double door. One side freezer, one side this. And I said, okay. And then I told the lady, this is the measurements. And she said, well, that one doesn't come in that. And I said, oh, okay. I've learned something new, which I did not know. Goes back to the wisdom card. Learned something new today. So I figured out I want the freezer on top, fridge on the bottom. It was white. It had so many cubby holes and this and that and dials and all that stuff. And I said, okay, I don't know. As long as it keeps my food cold and froze and this and that, you're in. Great. And I don't know. It was just stuff like that. Fridges are easy. But that's what I just saying for instance. Like, for instance, when I looked on Amazon for one of these lights, okay, I looked for color. I made sure, okay, what am I using it for? Well, it's only about this tall, and it has to be rechargeable. And where is it going to be on my table? So the light is going to beam down at the paper. It's going to be about 6 or 7 inches away, and I can move it around, and it's flexible. It's movable. I wanted that. I wanted something. This has a lot of weight on it. It's handled pretty good. Does all right. So I went down, I did some thinking, and I'll look around. I don't just stop and go, oh, that's pretty, I'll take it. I do a lot of check. I do overthink about things. But I go to the point where I'll pick, again, three different designs. Once I find those 3 different designs, I don't look anymore. Let me break it up. Unless it horribly falls apart while I'm checking things, one of those 3 are coming home with me. That's the way I look at it. So that one doesn't come in that color. That one's off. I don't like the way this one does this. This one doesn't charge this way or that way, or it doesn't have rechargeable, so that one's out. And you just break things down. That's the way I think about everything later in life, as I'm doing now. And I think that's a great thing. I really do. I can't tell you how awesome that is. And I know it might sound silly, but still, you know, think about what you're doing. Take your time. Is everybody like this? I don't know. I'm asking all you older people, just as old as me and older. Is that happening in life with you, or is someone just running around? Some of you people running around with your head cut off, still making bad decisions. I want to hear your stories. Drop a line, kid. Thanks for watching.